So Devin, you went and you had, I don't know how long did this ago, whenever it happened, but you actually received comedy training and improv work, right? So
Yeah.
you said that you never used to be, I guess, an entertaining streamer when you started, when you're early in the stream today. How do you feel like that's really affected your streaming? Like, what have you pulled from that comedy improv work that you carry into all your broadcasts?
That's an amazing question. I think one of the most inspiring things for content creators is to realize that broadcasting itself is actually a skill.
Yeah.
And when I started streaming, it was in 2012. Like I was like an OG streamer. I streamed League of Legends full time and I taught people how to jungle and shit.
Woo!
Hell
And
yeah.
like it was so toxic that like I fucking went crazy. And then one day before I started streaming, I started crying underneath my desk. And then I decided to stop broadcasting. And then I went into esports. And then I cried under my desk in a different way. But now I'm here and doing this stuff. So a big part of when I came back to broadcasting, I decided I really wanted to have a target about how I wanted to do it. I felt like there was a hole in the industry that's like nobody is talking about sort of the meta of the things that happen on Twitch that like live. There's nobody doing this. And I feel like I'm pretty good at it because I've had some business experience in the field and I can probably handle it. So, and then the second thing I wanted to do is I wanted to interview guests. I wanted to have deep dive, really cool discussions with top performers. So I decided to do this, but I was like, fuck, I'm boring as fuck. What do I do? And then I'm like, okay, I literally am going to go join a like traditional improv class, like Seattle Improv. Go there every week. I'm going to act out for like 4 hours and learn like how to evoke things, how to like change your tone so things are much more interesting and engaging and like change everything. And then I took stand-up comedy. I bought one of these fucking things. It's like a little, by buy it, I mean, I got it from Coursera for free. Thank you. I got one of these things. Yeah, so every time that I hit this little button, it creates a little note in the stream, and then at the end of the stream, I go back and I look at that, and I look at like, did that joke land? Did it deliver? Did I need to get pausing better? Did I need to like handle it a different way? And through that method, I literally like went from being like 100 viewer Andy to like combined with like collaborations and other marketing shit to like top 0.0001% of broadcasters at this point. It's a totally farmable skill. You can do it. Like a lot of people don't realize that.
Really quickly, so would you write jokes to say in your show, or everything's
100%?
Really?
Yeah.
So you had baked in content.
Can you give us an early one?
No,
do you remember any?
Still do it.
Do you remember any of the early jokes that you did?
Don't let the magic go, Devin.
Don't let the magic go. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't
you don't
answer
plan anything.
Slasher backing me up. I do have a
greatest PR
template.
man alive.
I do have a template for my shows. I do plan and I do write jokes still to this day. And I will go back and I will highlight them and see how they landed.
Slashers, like you just ruined the whole fucking mystique.
I tell my viewers this, like it's like they're not gonna, they don't
so
care.
Cool,
They're
though.
troglodytes.
I mean, the other thing is like,
They live in a fucking cave.
Shouts to Devin Nash viewers in the stream right now.
The
But no,
troglodytes.
it's interesting because like it does like that kind of like pre-production work does put your stream ahead of other people's stuff because it's just like this is like real stuff. It's real content. I hate the word content, but it's like real.
Well, think about think about every other profession that does something even remotely close to what we do. Public speaking, comedians, right? Comedians write every single line of what they do. They literally like plan it out, like fucking John Oliver, fucking Jay Leno, all those guys that run talk shows, right? They plan everything. They have writers. They have like, I don't know why these concepts are so arcane to us. Like we think that like the only meta is like, I'm gonna log on and I'm gonna play a video game for 8 hours and then maybe I'm gonna talk some stuff. Like, of course that these lessons from other successful people carry over to teach us things that we can apply ourselves to.
Dude,
but we're so fucking lazy, we can't be
low on Twitch.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Any good idea?
Do some work.
Just take 10 minutes.
Like after the show is over, if you watch the Scuff podcast,
Oh my God.
which is purported to be, and like I have a wonderful time on there, but it literally is the name of the show. Like we cover really important topics. We like Train brought on NBA players last week, and like there's no like list of questions that me and and ironically Devin writes the show, and when I'm not lazy, I help him write the show. And if we didn't, or Devin didn't write the show,
It'd be
no one would
chaos.
write the fucking show. Okay, and this is what technically the biggest talk show on the entire
On
platform.
Twitch.
So the bar is so fucking
It's so
low
low.
for even a little bit of preparation.
And half the time we don't even do it. We don't even go off the top. It's just what are you doing? Or like, how big's your dick? Like, it's just stuff like that. Like,
So then
100%.
how do you guys manage, like, you guys are literally in chaos on that show. Like, there's a million different voices happening at once. There's this person screaming, this person screaming. Slash is fucking saying fuck you. You're like, okay, whatever. How do you guys manage that, like, that chaos?
It's organized chaos. It looks really impressive from the outside, and in reality, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. It's just, yeah.
So Train is an expert at, he'll be like, I don't mean to slightly change topic and go completely like
topic.
Oh,
in a
great.
total other direction, not even remotely related to what we were talking about. And then it'll be like, all right, candy gifters. And now we have a sponsor, so like the show actually can get even more clusterfuck. I don't think the show is gonna get any less.
That shit blows my mind because you guys got the Cash App sponsorship, you know, for a large amount of money, and I've seen Trainwreck stuff on YouTube. But I'm like, this dude is not ad friendly. Like, he's definitely not advertising friendly for most people. Like, for Cash App to sign that deal, I don't know, do you have any insider info? Like, how did that even conversation begin? Did they reach out to Trainwreck? Did you reach out to them? Did you facilitate that?
We closed that deal from open to close in 48 hours. It was the fastest I've probably ever had a deal done. It's just that Train and I have been looking. So the other, like, my other hat that I wear, I'm actually only broadcast part-time, less than 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
My main job is I run an agency, which is like a full-blown talent agency that reps people and does creative solutions for brands. So I typically use that war machine to do stuff that I think is cool. And Train and I were looking for a long time for a partner that we thought that could also give back to the community. We get offers all the time for the podcast. There's a lot of inbound. But Cash App is cool because they actually, like, the first show that they did, they fucking dropped 20 G's on the community.
Yeah.
Like just straight up, right? And that's like, this is a really cool form of marketing that I've been thinking a lot more about, called experience-based marketing, where you don't have an objective return on investment for the marketing you do, but because everybody talks about it and creates a narrative, it becomes something bigger.
Did they give Slasher's 3K appearance fund, though? Was that part of the 20?
Oh, it's really
me and Devin.
Because Cash App did. They also sponsor Bodega Boys, which is another not ad friendly podcast. Like, there's like no what you know.
They also sponsor Joe Rogan. I mean,
Cash App's going for the cool kids. They're not going for the sterile stuff.
I think will be vindicated in business school like cases going forward, just because.
100% agree.
Like it's just so fucking smart the way they do things.
Cash App is Jack Dorsey. He doesn't give a fuck.
He founded Twitter, bro.
He even uses like Twitter and manipulates the algorithm because he knows how to. And I've seen Cash App trending like I feel like dozens of times.
They also just give out money.
Things.
Like that's why.
There's the thing is, what's so interesting about Cash App and their kind of like thing that they do on Twitch is that they do it. Slasher used the word before, authentically, right? There's a lot of ways to do giveaways and make yourself look like a douche. Where you just attract the lowest common denominator. Bro. You know what I mean though? Like
yeah, I do.
Yeah, like whereas like Cash App, like they come off as like being for the people and like everybody goes fucking insane when they show up. Like it's that and I've had to have a lot of conversations with the head marketer over there. And like he really understands exactly what he's doing. He really understands this experience-based marketing. He's very smart.
I mean, who would have thought that during a pandemic where the U.S. government can't get its shit together and give the people in this country any money at all?
Cash App stimulus check, dude.
Everyone would love the brand that literally gives you cash.
Yeah.
That
Jack
is called
Dorsey.
cash.